Why I want to go to countries where there's no freedom of speech, there's no democracy, and lying is a lifestyle, method of living. I have a question for you, hard one. Do you know the prophecy of Saint Isaiah about the end of Turkey? No, I don't know really, but me myself, I can say to you, I'm not a prophet, but I say to you that Turkey is going to be demolished sooner or later for many reasons. I do not need to be a prophet to say so. Turkey contains many nations, many ethnic, and there's a lot of contradiction in the society and a lot of hatred between the people, and that is alone is enough to destroy a country. And you know, the Turkish, let us say the one who call themselves the Turkish, because not everyone in Turkey is a Turkish. They look down at every ethnic group, including the Kurdish, and the Kurdish are big number. I think they are 21 million. 20 million out of such a country, that is a huge number. Add to them other, you know, nationality and minority, and add to that the corruption and the mentality and the way the country is made. Add to that the bad economy. The end of this country. Actually, Turkey was going to be collapsed not long time ago when the American, they gave him a big loan to help them. Otherwise, the country went bankruptcy. So I believe Turkey is going to be demolished sooner or later. There's no future for such a country. Another one I say about a dream. You know, once I saw a dream, horrible dream about Turkey. I saw an earthquake which is merging like something crazy, not normal earthquake. I saw the whole country is being demolished. Me myself, you know, I don't want to say like this is a vision, but I have in my life many things I saw, they come to be true, you know. So I believe this country is going to face a big disaster sooner or later. And sometimes you see, you know, things they happen maybe, you know, a year after, 2 years after, some maybe they take a few years, especially when we're talking about destruction of a country, not destruction of a house. But I am sure that country, like Turkey, is not going to be a country no more. I believe in maximum 100 years from now, the name even will be changed. Actually, Erdogan just changed the name just a few weeks ago. It's not Turkey no more. It's called now Turkiye, right? I don't know. He changed the name. Turkiye. Yeah. You know, to establish a country, you have to have many things. And a country based on unjust and dictatorship and assault and crimes and blood is going to have an end sooner or later. And that goes for all countries in the world. Cass Lee saying, so Cass Lee, you are a Muslim, my friend? Are you a Muslim? Our friend here, Cass Lee, is saying, let us see what he is saying. We know for fact that you distort a lot of verses of the Quran. Now people can do word for word translation. Chapter 65:4 talk about growing women who cannot menstruate, not kids. Well, my friend, as long as you agree that this verse about women who cannot have menstruation, isn't it stupid of your God to say to you, you have to wait 3 months even though they cannot have menstruation? And they are old women? I mean, a Muslim Abdul, he scratched his ass. He scratched the first ass. He scratched the second ass. How we can beat Christian Prince? How we can beat Christian Prince? Okay, I will write this. You stupid, if they are old women and they cannot have babies, so why you need to wait 3 months to be sure that they cannot have babies? You just said they are old women and they cannot have babies because they cannot have menstruation, you idiot. So who is the stupid here? Secondly, Abdul, if we open the interpretation, which is made by your scholars, they say it's for kids. Do you want to see it? So who is the one who is distorting the verse meaning? I can go right now, here we go, to your stupid Quran, and this is chapter 65, and verse number 4, 65. I mean, how silly, how stupid they are. Diarrhea, diarrhea? Diarrhea, Did you wipe your bum before you come here? So this is your scholar, not me. Look. This is the website, the government of Jordan. The government what? Of Jordan. And you know what? I'm going even to choose for you the cousin of your prophet, Ibn Abbas. Here we go. He said, because they are too young. So Ibn Abbas, who your prophet named him, the only scholar he named for explaining the Quran is Ibn Abbas. So Ibn Abbas, he distorted the Quran too. So my friend, don't forget to clean your bum, because there's a lot of all over the place. It looked like lipstick in your face now. So you see what you did yourself? Don't play between the legs of a Christian Prince, because you will be smashed by one of his foot, not both of them. Anyway, smart Muslim, what you can say? I mean, they have to be smart. He got you busted. What you can do about it? Halloween. What do you think about Iran? Well, I believe Iran is going to change, is going to be a different country, but that will not work as long as we have people like Joe Biden in the office. You see, as long as the West is being hypocrite, the reason for the regime of Iran to be exist until now, to survive, is Western countries. As long as you are buying from them, as long as you are selling to them, as long as you have a business with them, as long as you have embassy for them, this regime will stay. Biden, as we speak, is negotiating with them to do the same as Obama. Obama is a Muslim Shia. It's not a secret. And his father, his name is Hussein. This is a very popular name for the Shia. So they are trying to support Iran because Iran is collapsing as a regime. So Obama is trying to use Biden. You see, we have Biden in the White House, but the fact the one is ruling is Obama and his gang. So Iran, they hope, because they have Obama now in charge, that they will go back to the old deal and they will flourish again. If they can get the money and the honey, then and they can kill all their citizens who go against them, they will survive for a long time. It is the Western who is supporting the regime of Iran. I assure you that. The Western and the Russian in the same time. It says immediately, guys, it says immediately after giving birth. I mean, this guy, he's like an idiot stage and do boxing. You hit him the first box, he lost 10 of his teeth. Then he come and you give him the other box, he lost like 4 teeth. And now he come back again. You idiot, you stupid. It says here, waiting shall be 3 months. And you are saying to me, it's not about 3 months waiting, it's about immediately. Look, you lied again. It doesn't say 3 months. It says immediately after give birth, you stupid idiot. After giving birth, you donkey. What birth? What birth, you idiot? This verse is about, giving birth. It says here the waiting period, the waiting period, the waiting period, the waiting period, the waiting period. Look how many times, the waiting period. So if I type the word waiting period in the page, how many times is going to appear? Christian Prince, you lied again, Christian Prince. My friend, I think the Chinese, when they made this statement, he left as a donkey, never come back as a horse. They were talking about your prophet Muhammad and you specifically. So do you see it? Their waiting period. Their waiting period. Period. Waiting. Shall be 3 months. Just get out of here. Next time you come here, bring your mom. Okay? Don't come here again. If you say keep reading, you eat it. This is the second part, has nothing to do with the first part. You are a donkey. The second part is about giving birth. The first part, it says those women, they cannot have menstruation, not because they are carrying a baby, but because either they are old or because they are too young. What a dummy you are. They cannot have menstruation, not because they are carrying a baby. They don't have a baby. Then the second part have nothing to do with the first part. This is the second case. Idiot. It doesn't say that, CP. This is how Muslim they refute me. Christian Prince. Do you remember the guy who offered me 5 BMW? What's his name? The funny, anyone who make those videos, he die. Who's next? BMW, brother. Christian Prince. Christian Prince. Trinity was not exist, Christian Prince. It's exist, Christian Prince. Episode number 1. Episode what? Episode number 1? If this is episode number 1, and not only that, you know, he said, show me one verse, Christian Prince, that Jesus in the Bible, he said he is a Christian. I mean, the intelligence of those people are beyond. You want to see a verse in the Bible, Jesus says he's a Christian? I mean, are you sure? Jesus never said he's a Christian. That's deep. Do you see how they got you busted? Not a single verse in the Bible. Jesus says he's a Christian. Who can be that? Only Muslim they can come with such a thing. You just face it, you know that this is only Muslims. Nobody. Show me one verse Jesus says I'm a Christian. That's deep. The other day I posted a picture in the thumbnail. You told me all those guys, they died. And I said to myself, how they died? I mean, they are young. Is that true? All of them, they died? Ustaz insane. You know insan what mean? Insan mean a human. So this guy obviously, he chose an Arabic name for himself, but the name doesn't make any sense. And the funny is, if you see the comment here, you will see how the Indonesian, they are like, wow, brother, amazing, brother, subhanallah. Alhamdulillah, brother, I'm so proud of you, brother. Allahu Akbar. Look at this guy. Allahu Akbar. So maga ustaz salu, diling dagung, aluh, SWT. Saya yakin kabat. Like what kabat patat, man? I made the guy shish kebab. Allahu Akbar. By the way, my Indonesian, which I learned in Philippines and I spoke in Brazil, is getting better. You know, okay, I start learning the Indonesian alphabet. It's very easy actually. It's not really, I mean, it's not really hard. So I think I can learn Indonesian fast. Yeah, now he is in heaven. He is getting all the versions. Yeah, look at the Muslim. Excellent, excellent. I'm proud. You pack Ustaz insane Magagonita. May Allah bless you. This guy is mixing shish kebab with hummus. Indonesian with English. Like 2 words in English, 2 words in Indonesian. You know, when I was in Singapore, I was like very close to Indonesian border, you know. And I thought about it. If I go right now to Indonesia and I tell those people I'm going there, how many people will wait for me? What do you think, guys? Honestly, I was like next to the border, like very close. They told me like you just take this thing there, you know, and you go and you can go to Indonesia. So when I was in Singapore, if I say I'm going to be tomorrow, let us say at 11 o'clock in this location in Indonesia, how many people, how many Indonesians will wait for me? Man, oh man. Subhanallah. Look at this. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Tarima, Kasi, Pak, Samoga. But I mean, I assure you, those guys, they don't even speak English. The video is in English, but everybody is posting in Indonesian. I mean, what the heck? If the video is in English, why all of them they are posting in Indonesian? What is the English people? They don't understand what he said. They are just saying Subhanallah. How long you are in Singapore? Well, I was, you know, I went to Singapore for one purpose. They told me you can sing. Still, you can be poor. So I said to myself, my dream come true. I can sing, stay poor. So I went to Singapore. So I was like, as soon as I finished the song, I decided to leave. You cannot see the chat. Well, just refresh your page, my friend. Close your YouTube and open it again. None will be waiting for me. Okay, makes sense. That is even better. Actually, if I know nobody will be waiting for me, I will go, honestly, because I was there, almost there, you know. I like to go, but I know how much people loves me there. Do you think Michel Aoun is a good president? This guy is a scumbag. What president? He's not even president. This guy is a scumbag for Hezbollah. All of them. They are a scumbag of somebody. All right. I love how he moved his eyes left. Okay. Yeah, I find it very weird that all the you see, if you are using your phone, you can use the comment. You can translate in the phone. Here, there's no translation option. In your phone, you can translate the comment. CP Angast Mahami Islam Juh Jiban Diri Insan Inke Diri Arab Dan Face Baraha Sa Arab. Okay, whatever. Yeah, actually, I was in the garden there and I saw an Indonesian girl. So I said to her, orange, orange. She looked at me. She have no idea what I'm saying. I said, orange, orange. She said, what? I said, aren't you Indonesian? Are you sure you're Indonesian? She said, yeah. I said, okay, orange, orange. She have no idea what I was saying. So I said, what the heck? Why should I speak good in Indonesian? I said, again, orange, orange. I said, I don't know really what you are saying, you know? So, yeah, orange, orange, orang, orang, like too many people, like too many people. I was saying to her, like too many people, right? You know? But she did not get it, you know? Her Indonesian obviously is not good. Like, I speak all languages. You know, Al-Hassan and Al-Hussein, they speak 79 million languages. Some they say even 80 million languages, just not 7 languages, millions. Orang, orang, not orange, orange. It doesn't matter, my friend. It's just an E. You take it, you leave it. It's the same. You know, Indonesian people, they are not too much like, they are very friendly. You know, you add E, you take E. Who care? You know, you can take the whole alphabet off. They will not complain. They are nice people. How to send money here? You can send money here. That's why I went to Singapore, because I want to sing and stay poor. YouTube don't allow anyone to send money here to me because YouTube hate me. I was always one, sorry, the event that caused a Christian prince to openly expose Islam in public, to the public. We all do things a reason. I'm happy. Well, there is, you know, the reason actually I came in the internet and I found a program, like a chat program, and Muslims, they have chat rooms, and everybody, they are inviting somebody converting to Islam, saying Shahada. So I said to myself, what the heck? Those people are lying to people, fooling them. I'm not going to let that happen. And this is what happened. Orange, orange. And then all those who converted to Islam in those chat room programs, I made them leave Islam. And even I made many of them and admins in my chat room. So this is how it started, you know. But, you know, I mean, speaking against Islam, you know, I have a long journey, but then it became like a daily thing with the internet. But, you know, in the old days, the internet was horrible. We used to use dial a connection. I don't know if you guys remember, depending on your age. We used to have a dial up. So like you have to have a phone line and a modem and you know, and then sometime you can log in, sometime you cannot log in. Horrible. Not like now, you turn on your computer, you're in the internet, you know. If you like to support me, or friend, you to Patreon, you know. In Patreon, you can do that if you care. Oh, my friend. Have you ever met Father Zakaria Butros? No, I never met him. I did not. Let me put a picture which is appealing. Will bring more people here. Something nice, you know, like someone he have a nice hairy legs. So we can get more people here. Here we go. Now we get you something nice and you can enjoy. We are going to see this guy for the coming 2 years. Every day in TV. What the opinion about Tuive Singer? Tuive Singer is a businessman. You know, he sells jewelries and he's making business. You know, he is just a, you know, business. Those people, they have no dignity. He never speak against Islam, yet he claimed to be a Jew because he's a hypocrite. Anyway, we got him busted many times. Well, at least if we have Joe Biden in the screen, we can get some Democrats. It's like a trap, you know, like a trap. You know, sometimes I think about going like a prank, and I go to the Democrat like election, whatever place, and then when I am inside, suddenly I wear the hat of a Trump. Let us see what will happen. CP from Father Butros, who wrote the Quran. He was a Quran. All right. You know, I never been in Turkey. I will never visit Turkey unless Turkey is a free land and it's back to us. I never visit a country. I believe this country is run by the enemies, because when you do that, you support them. You support their economy, you support their businesses, and you support the terrorist. So when you go to Turkey, you are supporting the terrorist Erdogan so he can stay as a president. Because a lot of money come to Turkey, if so-called Turkey, from your pocket. I think carefully about everything I do. I don't buy food, it's called halal food. Because by doing that, you are paying to build a mosque somewhere. In case you do not know, the sticker halal is money the company they paid for the Islamic Center to get that sticker. It's not just for free. No, it's not. Secondly, it's against the Bible teaching. If I want to go to a country to visit, I will visit a Christian country. I will visit Greece. I will visit, there's millions of countries you can visit. But never go, especially to countries who support terrorism and they hate you to death. By doing that, you are supporting the terrorist. You said before that you never been a Muslim, but you just said now that you were a Muslim before. How I said I was a Muslim before. My friend, I'm too smart to be a Muslim for a second. No, I will never visit Turkey, and no excuse. Even if you want to visit Hagia Sophia, that is not excuse. That is a support for the enemy. All those are false excuses. You want to go there because it is cheap. But in case you do not know, Turkey is the land of crimes, and there's a lot of kidnapping, kidney theft. They put drugs for you in the drink. They kidnap you. They take your kidney. They throw you in the street. Those are not fake stories. Go right now and search in YouTube, scam in Turkey, fraud in Turkey, kidnap in Turkey. If you go to jail in Turkey, have fun. Even if you are a man, they will rape you. And I believe that the one who go to such a place, he deserves what will happen to him. Have you ever been, you want to go to Armenia? I would like to go to Armenia. I love Armenian people, and I like to support them. Why not? One day maybe. But as long Armenian, they have a stupid prime minister, he is a puppy of Putin, I will not go. This Putin, he betrayed the Armenian. And did you see the last time the prime minister or president, I don't know what you call him, he went to meet Putin? He was in front of him like a puppy. What a shame. Putin is abusing the Armenian. He left them to dogs. He made the Azerbaijani army and Erdogan kill their children, and he was watching them. And the target is very simple. He want to force Armenia to be a slave to him forever. And soon you will see Putin, he will try to force Armenia to join the Russian Federation so they can be the same as Ukraine before. This is why he let the Turkish kill you and kill your children. He's an evil man. When Erdogan, he attacked Armenia with the Azerbaijani army, Putin, he can stop that attack in 2 seconds, just 2 seconds. Erdogan will not even dare to join forces with Azerbaijan unless he guarantee that Putin will not move. So it was a conspiracy against the Turkish between Putin, Azerbaijan, and Erdogan. Putin, he wanted to force the Armenian. He don't want the country, all of it, to be occupied, but he want to show them that you cannot survive without me. You better be my puppies. Very evil man. Did you notice the colors of the 4 horses in the Revelation? The same color as the most Islamic nation flag. Well, the book of Revelation, it's not a book to speak about things unless it's like it's a revelation. It's about things will happen. So we will not really understand it very well, and because this is how it meant to be until things happen. So you can say, you can compare, you know, that's a good thing. But I think there is something more deep than Islamic flags. I never been a Muslim before. What's wrong with you? How many times I will repeat that to you? According to Islam, everyone is born as a Muslim. According to Muhammad, me, you, all of us, we used to be Muslims. But I'm saying to you, I never was, and I will never be. Because Islam does not make sense. Even if I was a kid, I'm in my diaper, I will not find Islam convincing for a second. So why you need me to repeat many times? But Muslims believe everyone is born as a Muslim. So according to Muslims, all of us, we are ex-Muslims. Are you going to repeat the same question again? Alin Hinin? What about the Afrahat River? I'm not sure what do you mean. But you mean Euphrates River? Euphrates River? Yeah, you know, if Allah, He promised me baklava in the heaven, I will be tempted. But 72 women, that will not even move any hair in my head. Baklava will work. Can you talk about the new 10 commandment made by the Pope? I don't think there is such a thing. People, they make things up, my friend. I mean, this Pope, I agree, he's stupid, and he is very liberal, and he is a shameful person. But people make things up. What 10 commandment he made? Where do you come with this from? I mean, people, they come up with crazy stuff. You know, if you ask me about the Pope, I believe this guy is just he's a false leader, and he's an idiot. He's a liberal, you know, and he's trying to be a moderate, and he's politically correct. For the same reason, he is a false person, because a Christian cannot be politically correct. As simple as that. Either yay, yay, or nay, nay. But don't make things up. All right. Can you talk about... Now you are using Islam to say why you said you were Muslim? Oh boy. Why you said you are Muslim? I think you're a stupid person. I said a million times, I'm not a Muslim, I've never been a Muslim. According to Islam, I was a Muslim. But you are a donkey. According to your stupid prophet, I was a Muslim. Do you understand? According to your stupid prophet, I was a Muslim. So I am an ex-Muslim according to your stupid prophet. Do you need, I need to repeat that? All right? And this is what your prophet said. Let me show you. Obviously, you are a certified donkey, and most likely you are ultimate fart. This is your stupid prophet. Let us show the hadith. Give me a second. Huh. See it? So according to the stupid Muhammad, every person Muslim, and his parents, they made him a Christian or a Jew. Do you see it? Do you see it? Okay. So everyone is born as a Muslim. So according to your stupid prophet, when I was born as a Muslim. And then I look at my diaper and I saw the name of Allah. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to keep the name of Allah in my diaper. I'm not going to keep the diaper at all. Are you going to ask the same question again? And according to this, Islam is the biggest ex-Muslim religion. Because everybody who is not a Muslim is an ex-Muslim according to Islam. All right? Can you break down the Arabic words of SAW? Okay. What I will do actually, I will take it here and I will pause this SAW here. SAW, as you see here, is coming from Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Do you see the Arabic? This is the Arabic. This is the SAW. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Sallah means he pray on him and salute him. So Sallah, I will type it for you. Give me a second. All right. Sallah. Let us use English letters. Sallah means he pray from Salah. And then Allah alayhi on him. Wa sallam. Wa mean and. Salam means salute. Salah, pray, Allah on him, and salute. Do we need to say it again? Simple, right? And we type it for you in in Latin words, Latin letters, so you can read it. All right. We are trying to see if there is any question deserve to be answered. Somebody's asking, what do you think about Abraham Accord? You mean the agreement they made between Israel and those Gulf countries? Is that what you meant? Abraham Accord? Those are fake agreements, my friend. This is an agreement between the wolves. The Quran is so clear. The Quran says, cry not for peace when you are the uppermost. So what the Muslims they do, they sign agreement with the Jews because they are not the uppermost for now. Until they are the uppermost, then they will kill them. So the peace agreement is just an agreement of death. It's just a waiting list of death. Only foolish people will believe in it and trust it. Chapter 47, verse number 35 says, "Be not weary and faint hatred, crying for peace, when you should be the uppermost." Muhammad, he signed a peace agreement with his enemies. And then the same person, he made a chapter, it's called today At-Tawbah, but the real name is Bara'ah, which is mean washing my hands. Chapter 9 in the Quran. What it says, a declaration from Allah that those who you do sign an agreement with them, we wash our hands with the agreement. Go and kill them. You see it? So a person who he believes that there is an agreement of peace between Muslims and Jews is a stupid person, because this is against the Quran. Muhammad, he said, actually, time will come and the Muslims will attack the Jews and they will kill them all. And if a Jew, he hide behind a rock or a tree, the rock and the tree will say, there is a Jew behind me, come and kill him. Do the Jews knew that? I don't know. Maybe don't. But always Jews, they seek friendship with the Muslims, not with the Christians, sadly. And actually, me, myself, I believe that time will come and the Jews, Israel, will join forces with Muslim armies against the Christians. Time will come. This is what they did when the Persian come to attack Jerusalem. This is what they did when the Muslim came to attack Spain. They always join with Muslims against the Christians. History repeat itself. And then the Muslim, they do what they do with them. So very stupid behavior. I hope the Jews, they are getting better education now, and they will do what is right to do. They will not repeat the same stupid thing. Like Israel was supporting Azerbaijan against Armenia. This is just 2 years ago. All the drones, all the missiles was coming from Israel. How did Quraysh tribes get their water from in Mecca? Well, obviously, every town is built. A town are built in a place because there's water. Why they choose this place to be a place of a town? Because there's a water. So there's there's a little wheel of water or something. So have you ever seen a town like somebody, he will build a place, a house, and he have no source of water? Even if you are like you as a person, you are going to build a house, like you want to live off a grid today, and you decide to buy a land. The first thing you will find, you will see if you can get water for your house. If there's no water, you will not live there. Why Islam is horrible? Because it's horrible. Because it's satanic. Don't you believe that Satan exists? Do you believe that non-decay body of saint are displayed by Catholic churches in Italy is indeed a miracle? My friend, I always, everybody knows, I hate division between the Christians. Correct Christians? You heard me 1,000 times speaking against division, right? But if you ask me questions about certain church, I will honestly answer you. You need to ask yourself first, do you need a decay or not decay body of somebody to believe in Jesus? Do we need that? Regardless if it's true or not. Is that why you are a believer in Jesus? So for me, I find all of those things is not even reasonable. Which one is more important? A saint of a guy we do not know, you know, or Peter, or Paul, or John? So if God want to reserve somebody body, well, those people deserve to be reserved more than anyone else. Secondly, what the point? Let us say I'm a person who died at 10,000 years ago, and then you find my body still hairy as it is, like a chimpanzee. How that is for you a proof that God is true? What does this have to do with God? You call it miracle, you call it anything, but you know. ساعدني في موضوع وغلبت الروم في أدنى الأرض. All right, my friend. We have a friend here is asking question. Help me with the topic of the Quran mentioned supposedly a prophecy that the Roman they lost in the lowest spot and they will win again. So he's asking to help. My friend, this is not a prophecy. This is something Muhammad he said after it happened. Read with me carefully. Abu Sa'd narrated, on the day of Badr, the Roman had victory over the Persians. So the believers were pleased with that. Then the following was revealed. Alif Lam Mim. The Roman have been defeated up to his saying, the believer will rejoice. So this is not a prophecy. This is something Muhammad he said after it happened. After what? After the Roman became victorious. And the hadith in front of you. And this is authentic hadith. I hope I answer you. قال لما كان يوم بدر ظهرت الروم على فارس فأعجب ذلك المؤمنين فنزلت ألف لام ميم غلبت الروم إلى قوله يفرح المؤمنون بنصر من الله etc. I hope I answered you. So it's a false prophecy. Same time, actually, if you go with other reference, you will find that Muhammad, he says, Bida Isanin, which means it should be between 3 to 9. And the Roman, they have long after period, because the last war with the Persian was not their war in Jerusalem. You see, like now the Ukrainian and the Russian, they have a war. But we cannot say if they take Kherson, the war is over. No, they just took a city. So the Roman with the Persian took longer. It's a 300 years war. So it took more, almost 16 to 17, I think, years after that. All right. Do we have any other person have a question? CP, is Muhammad just one person or more than one? Or a story in the Quran came from a different Muhammad? First of all, there's no person, his name is Muhammad. Because, you see, even the Quran, if you ask the Muslim, what is the name of this guy, Muhammad? You say Muhammad, but the Quran even mentioned different names. As an example, Ahmad. So, but if his name is Muhammad, how his name is Ahmad? The Quran says in chapter 61, verse number 6, that Isa, not Jesus, this is false translation, Isa, the son of Mary, said, O children of Israel, I am a messenger from Allah, sent to you, confirming the law, it's okay. And then to tell you a glad tidings of a messenger will come after me, his name shall be Ahmad. You ask the Muslims, who is Ahmad? They say the same, Muhammad. But how is Muhammad, he is Ahmad? They will say to you, it's close in the meaning. So it's a title. Muhammad means the praised one. And the praised one is God. So I believe strongly that the name Muhammad is a fabricated name for someone we do not know really who he is. However, there was a person who claimed to be the Messiah. His name, or he called himself a Prophet Mani. Prophet Mani. I don't know how many of you heard of him. This person, he was able to spread his religion in the Middle East in a great number, very great number, you know. And you will notice a lot of his stories mentioned in the Quran is coming from the story of this man, Mani. Mani was an Iranian prophet and the founder of Monishism, a religion most relevant to a late, etc. You can read, you know. So it's a mix, and he was trying to take the character of Jesus, and he called himself the praised one. So, you know, for me, I have a strong belief that there is a big mix between the character of Muhammad and the character of Mani. All right? A lot of his stories coming from there, coming from Mani's stories. But obviously, there's a lot of similarity between them, you know. Actually, there's a website. Let me see. There's a website until now. He have followers, you know. They have his book. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, he have until now he have followers, but they are very small number, and there is even some of them they live in USA. I'm just searching. Give me some time, please. I know you like to. Even his book is called The Gospel of Mani, The Gospel of a Prophet Mani. But he's a fraud for sure. Yeah, you can search and you can read if you like to educate yourself, you know. I need to find where, like, his group, the believer, they have a website. Once I found it, maybe you can find it yourself too. But he's a fraud for sure. He's just another liar. And the Messiah, he remind us, he told us, you know, there's many, they will come, they say the Messiah is here, the Messiah is there, right? Yeah. And there is many actually who they, I mean a few, but there is his followers, they believe in him for sure. They will say he's a true person, he's a real, yeah, so. Did Mani exist in any Islamic hadith? You do not need to find him in Islamic hadith. Mani was a very popular person in the Middle East. You know, his cult was growing like Jehovah's Witnesses. You know, Jehovah's Witnesses? The same. So his cult was growing. And there is many written by the church father against his, against his scam. Well, Mani is the same as Muhammad, actually. You see, he mixed between the Sabians, the Zerdusht, Christianity, Judaism. It's like the same as any cult leader. He tried to make a hippie, like the hippie. Like, he say to you, you are my follower now. Even if you are a Sabian, even like when Muhammad in the Quran, he said, the Jews and the Christian and the Muslims and the Sabian, those are saved. But the Sabian, they believe that Adonai, the God of the Jews, is Satan. So how all the four, they are now going to the same heaven? If the Sabian, they believe that the God of the Jews is Satan. And why number one reason the Sabian, they believe the God of the Jews is Satan, because he ordered them to do circumcision. He ordered them to do circumcision. So how Muhammad, he promised all to go to heaven, the same heaven, but they don't worship the same God? Because Muhammad is a scam. It's like in the election day, Trump or Biden or all those who do politics, they try to say we speak in the name of all American, but in reality, no, right? So, but in the day of election, they claim that they are here to serve everybody. Just follow me, just vote for me. Well, Muhammad, he lived in the Arabian Peninsula, and obviously he heard the stories about him and he learned from him. If you go in the Quran, you will find that Muhammad was accused that he is learning his religion, his false, stories, from two people who came from the borders of Persia, from the north of Iraq. So you will see here, when they accuse him in chapter 16, verse number 103, Muhammad is trying to tell them where I'm getting my information from. If you read the reason for this story behind it, you will see that they accuse him that he is learning stories from two slaves who they are speaking Aramaic. They are coming from Iraq or north of Iraq. So they are slaves who speak Aramaic and they knew Arabic. So they are telling him stories. He keeps sitting with them and he learned from them. So Muhammad now is answering them. He says, well, what he is saying, Muhammad, what they are saying to Muhammad, that what he is learning, he learned from people. We know what he is learning from who. But Muhammad, he said, well, how what I am learning is from them, when what I am saying is a clear Arabic, when those people, they have a broken accent, which is a very stupid statement, because I can speak to you with my accent, and then you can say what I say to you in clear English. That changed nothing, correct? So Muhammad, he's claiming now that if my Quran, I'm learning from them, so how my Quran is a pure Arabic when they don't speak good Arabic? They have a tongue, they have they have a very heavy accent, they are foreigners. So, but this was the accusation. The accusation is learning from them. All right? You can go and read the interpretation for the verse so you can learn what is behind this verse. So he was cheating. He was taken from those people. And actually, even the Muslims, they knew their names, هارون Abdullah saying, سوف نستعيد كل أراضي المسلمين وسوف يحكم أردوغان خليفة. Harun, I'm so glad that Erdogan, he will rule the land of Muslims. And brother, I'm sure a lot of tourists, they will come there. Let me show you what Erdogan will do if he became the caliphate, because already he is the caliphate of Turkey. Brother, this is the land of the Turkish Erdogan, brother. I mean, you see the caliphate, brother. So this is the caliphate who you are talking about. Do you want to go there, brother? This is the land of the caliphate now. Now, we don't want to wish for tomorrow. This is your caliphate land. Nightclub, striptease, prostitution, drinking. Brother, this is the van in Turkey. I want to go and take a van in Turkey. The caliphate Erdogan, brother. This is the caliphate Erdogan land, brother. I love it, brother. Ankara. Nightlife in Ankara. Do you like to go to Ankara? Harun, the caliphate. I want to go to Ankara, brother. Man, oh man. Ankara, and look at the girls dancing in the what the heck is that? What, it says the name, the title. Hold on. I want to save this name here. I want to go there. Baralara Sogagai Mogal, Turkey. Marmiz Bar Street. That's deep. Brother, the Caliphate Erdogan, your caliphate, he established a very clear Islamic state, brother. And he is going to free all Islamic lands by girls. If they come to me, I will surrender. I'm telling you, I'm not going to use my guns. I will right away, I will say, I surrender, okay? Now it's time to arrest me. And then I will ask them, isn't it time to inspect my body to see if I have weapon with me? I don't want to go that, I don't want to go in that direction. Harun, you are just a stupid idiot. You have no idea. Hey, Turkish girls, don't you want to check if I have some guns in my pocket somewhere? Like, you know, come on. Should I put my hands on the wall? You know, like anything? Do you want to do anything? This is Erdogan. You are proud about. You know, I find it very funny that the Muslim, they knew the second they say something, I'm going to whip the floor with them with their caliphate. But still they say it. I don't know. They look like they are working for me. Do you think the government will never ever change the law about stoning innocent people in California, or they do not know about it? What is stoning, man? I mean, this is all just garbage. Muslims in their country don't do stoning no more. You see, Muslims, they don't practice Islam in their country. Go to Morocco, go to Tunisia, go. Islam is dead long time ago. All of this is just, you know, like those are YouTube believers. But in reality, ask them, who is the one who stopped them from practicing Islam in Tunisia, in Algeria, in Morocco, in Egypt, in Syria, in Iraq, etc.? Who is stopping them? Nobody. They don't want to do it. Muslims themselves, they don't want Islam. Maybe we should have changed this picture there. Let us look for something more conservative. Tourist scam in Turkey. Watch before you travel. The whole country is a scam. I want to go and visit Harun Yahya in jail. The leader of the Dawah. Actually, I want to open a TV station there, man. Look at me now, sitting here. I mean, look, I will have those. I will hire the same team. you know. And I will ask the Muslim to donate for me. I will say to the Muslims, if you like to get more blonde diggers, please give more donation, okay? We can get you more blonde, even better than this. This is why Muhammad, he said to the Muslims, attack the Romans so we can get the blonde diggers. Attack the Roman so we can get the blonde diggers. Look at this, look. I search Dr. Zakir Naik meet Harun Yahya. Who meet who? Zakir Naik. Oh boy. Zakir Naik meet Harun Yahya. Perfect team. Oh boy. Look at this guy. This guy supposed he is religious. Be aware of Harun Yahya. This guy is so decent, man. But trust me, if you go to the office of Harun Yahya, he will be kissing his ass to talk to those girls. Be aware of those Harun Yahya, okay? Hey, Harun Yahya, can you give me the phone number of those girls with you in the studio? Brother, I want to do like Islamic show with them. All of those, they are praising Harun Yahya. But suddenly, Harun Yahya, because Erdogan, he arrested him. Look at this. You know what? I don't like the boat I have. My boat is like, I mean, 60 foot by 60 foot. But don't have any of those crew. This is the nice thing about Turkey. You can be a religious man, a sheikh, and you have a yacht, and then your crew, all of them, they are bra certified. Big size bra certified. Look at this, mashallah, mashallah. Aman Rabbi, Aman. What the heck with the Rahman? He is released. That's mean he agreed to support Erdogan. So Erdogan he let him go. Turkey is the land of scam as usual. They accuse the guy, they release the guy. He will release him now. Just support me. Yeah, lack of evidence. I mean, all the evidence around him and the pictures. Those are there no evidence? Still, they want evidence. They still need evidence. There's no evidence. Mean lack of evidence. I don't know. I see the second one, she had big evidence. If you look at the pictures, the second one in the left, I think she had big evidence. And the first one from the right, her evidence is really big. I mean, we have to admit. So there is a lot of evidence I see. I don't know. I mean, it looked like evidence is all over the place. You know, if you ask me. Unless there is a lot of silicon there. I don't know. At least we will have silicon evidence. Evidence, huh? Lack of evidence. Yeah, welcome to Turkey. You know, there is a woman, supposedly she was accused that she did terrorist attack in Turkey like a day ago. The Turkish police were able to arrest her in less than 3 hours. How good this police is. Who will believe in such a garbage? The woman, she did the attack. She was covering her face. And she ran away and she escaped and nobody arrested her at the moment. To say like when actually got her catch, you know, like they got her right away. How in a few hours they were able to get her? What kind of police this police is? And you will notice that the camera, they posted the video about her. The camera is following her. Have you ever heard of a camera in the street following a person from high building? Why? Before even the attack happened. Obviously, this is a setup, you know, all this is an act. They decide to accuse somebody. And they brought this girl. The camera is moving with her. You know, the camera is. There's no way the camera. I mean, my friend, there's tons of cameras in the street everywhere in the world. Have you ever heard of a camera following a person? Out of all the crowd? So there is somebody in the top was recording her, the one is running, and there's no proof that this is the same person. There's no proof. How fast they arrested the person, and they arrested 28 people too. They want to accuse the Kurdish, you know. Yeah, I mean, in Turkey, there's people are missing for centuries. Nobody find them where they are gone, and then suddenly the police in Turkey is the best in the world. Yeah, she is a Kurdish woman. They want to accuse the Kurdish, you know, for the sake of their agenda, so they can start attacking them in Syria. Body cam from the top of the building. Body cam. Did you watch the video? What body cam? That's even more funny. Body cam will watch somebody down in the street following him. It's a false, my friend, a false. You know, all those Islamic countries, they bring anyone, they put him in the stage. They will make the person say anything they want. Anything they want. Because they will torture you. If they arrest me and I am there, I will say, yeah, I am the one who killed them, yes, etc., and blah, 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 because we know what will happen. No, you can watch it. Go and search for it. Why you want to watch it here? If I play it for you, they will, you know, they will claim copyright. But you can watch the video, and you can tell her easy. It's a fraud. It's a big fraud. All those Islamic countries, they, you know, they put the bomb and they capture the one who made the bomb. But it's the police, you know, like in Egypt, the Egyptian police, they used to put a bomb on a church. Anytime they notice that the people are angry from the president, what they do? They put a bomb in a church. So the Christian Coptic, they will be very much irritated. And then they will start striking in the street. And then the Muslim and the Christian, they will start throwing rocks at each other. And then the total population, they will not think about the economy and the problems in the country no more, because now the Muslims and the Christians are busy fighting each other. And the government, they create those incidents, you know, they put the bombs themselves, the police themselves, they plan the bomb in order to get them busy. And this is what Turkey is no different. I assure you that the whole story is fabricated. It was the police who put the bomb, and you will notice that they put the bomb in a place where it's full of non-Muslims, which means those are Turkish, but they are liberals. They are not Muslims. Nobody wear hijab there. People with short skirt, moderate, you know. So the bomb is put not just in a street. You see, why a Kurdish woman, she will put a bomb there, not in the party of Erdogan, like the entrance of Erdogan party, or a territory where it's full of Erdogan supporters. They put the bomb in an area where only people wearing short skirts, open billy bomb, showing billy bomb, you know, non-Muslims. They are Muslim Turkish, but they are non-Muslims. No, she is from Syria, supposedly, and she is a Kurdish. Good for you, DPL. Who will be your what? Who will be your success after you die, I'm dead already, my friend. That is not my worry. After I die, you'll find different station to watch. For me, my friend, I do my best to share my knowledge, and the one of you who have an, he have the gift, he can learn, he is smart, he is fast, he can debate. We pray that many they will do better than me, but I'm not worried about what will happen after I die. The Lord will provide you always with somebody good, someone even better and better and better. Yeah. You are thinking about me when I'm going to die, huh? So you can take my old cell phone. I know it. I know it. All of us, we will die. I mean, what a big deal. For me, I don't mind to die today before tomorrow. I mean, what, you see, nothing really, this life, nothing special about it. And actually, I notice, this is my experience, that people who attach themselves to life, they are the one who fastly, they go to death. The one who is so worried about their life, they die before the one who don't care. When you are too much worried and paranoid about your life, please visit Canada. Let us be your host. Well, I will be happy to visit you, my friend. But you don't do it this way. Just say visit Canada. You have to make an invitation. Actually, I told you this before. Once when I was in the army, and I was away for some time, in the army, it's not up to you to go back home as you wish, so I came back and I found the Muslims have a chat room in Paltalk. It's called Celebrating the Death of a Christian Prince. So I went to Paltalk to complain, and I said, do you allow such a room to exist? I mean, how you allow such a thing? And then the stupid admin in the company, he said to me, so are you saying you are alive? I said, no, I'm not sure really, Are you saying you are alive? I'm talking to him, and he's saying to me, are you saying that you are still alive? And I was saying to myself, stupidity sometimes is beyond description. Which Christian debater is the best to your knowledge? I don't know. Christian debater, I don't know what does that mean exactly. I believe every one of us, he have some powerful spots and weak spot. Nobody is perfect. However, I believe even if you are a good debater, but you allow them to make you work under their rules, you will not be a debater no more. Refuse their rules. Like, those debates, like, 5 minutes for me, 5 minutes for you. Even if you are the best debater in the world, if you follow those rules, you don't have a debate, and you are not going to win a debate, or you will not even have it. It's a joke. And as long as all the Christians, they follow such a rule of debate, there's no debaters. Because until now, all of them, they do the same. This is why I don't accept to do debate the same as others. Like a few days ago, I made a challenge, right? Like, okay, you want like moderator, just to show the Christian that those are covered, they are just making excuse. But for me, a real debate is like just talk. I talk, you talk. Get me busted, I get you busted. As simple as that. Anything else is not a debate. The second you have a moderator, 5 minutes for you, 5 minutes for me, that means somebody is just wasting time. If you go and watch any Christian debate with Muslims, or any debate between any group, as an example, I saw a video of this guy, his name Sadhguru, and a Jewish rabbi. You will notice that both of them supposedly are smart, but both of them are stupid, because not a single one of them is trying to prove that the other person is a liar. So what's the point of this debate? None of them is trying to prove the other one to be not honest or even wrong. So what this purpose of this debate? Is it a debate really? There's no debate in this debate. All right. Yeah, you know, like Sadhguru, you know, he is a person, like he is, you know, we have to say he's smart, but he's smart in front of the fool. I wish I can play all his videos and to show you how stupid he is, but this guy will flag my videos in 2 minutes. When I made a video about what he say, how stupid it is, the same video was saying we have to accept each other. Why we get angry when somebody criticizes what we do or what we say? And then when I made a video criticizing what he said, he flagged my video. So those people, I think, in order to expose their lies, I have to make videos but don't post it in YouTube. I have to post it in a different place, because in YouTube, he will flag it. They cannot handle that somebody, he can really expose their stupidity. They look smart. You see, those people, they are great in business, only in front of the fool. So they play with the words. But in reality, they never answer a single question. Not a single question. They never answer. They play with the words. Like they are the kind who will tickle your brain with the smart words, but foolish answers. Do you have a bet as a bird? No, I don't. I don't like to put any animal inside a cage. That does not make me happy. You know? Especially bird. I mean, why you want to do that to a bird? Do you like somebody to put you in a cage? I will not be happy to do that. Like, you know, you can put a chicken, because chicken, we eat them. There's a, you know, there's a reason. But the bird, little tiny bird, why you want to do that? Just because you are selfish, you want to hear him? Let him fly. What do you think when you see old mosque become very beautiful in how many souls were deceived along the years? Well, I don't cry for the souls who they are deceived, because nobody can deceive you unless you open the door for the devil. It's not a beautiful building or ugly building make you do things. It is you. So I cry for nobody. You know, you need to learn something, that you as a believer, you do your part. But whoever go to the gate of hell, he went by his own feet. So cry for nobody. I have a question about debating Muhammadan. How you manage to keep your mind and never let them run away, and keep yourself to be patient? You know, you have a target, right? You have a target, and the target is not accomplished. Let us say you are a sniper, you know, even though maybe that's not a good example, but just imagine you are a sniper, you have a rifle, and you are aiming, and the target keep moving. Okay, so if you give up, then you will never do hunt, because all targets, they will move, they will not stay there, say, hey, take me. So you have to have patience, and you have to keep your eye on the target. And then there is a moment where the target will go down. Can any good come from Islam? Yes, there is many good things can come from Islam. As an example, because of Islam, we are here. That is a good thing, right? Because of the attack of Islam made us as a Christian join together and gather together. So the attack is bad, Islam is ugly, is evil, but we joining here is a good thing. Can I join? We are here. Join where? All of you, like, let us say I don't have debate with Muslims, and you don't really find the real, like, joy. You see, people here, when they come, they enjoy what? They enjoy a conversation, and they enjoy a level of intelligence and knowledge and ability, you know, to conquer the lies. So you are here for that reason, and that reason happening only because of Muhammad the devil. So Muhammad the devil, he made you, all of you, here. Can you email me? My friend, you can contact me in Patreon, but why you want to contact me there when you can talk to me here? Patreon is only for people who have something very important. What is your opinion about historical Jesus? Do you believe the gospel are reliable enough? There's nothing that's called historical Jesus. What historical Jesus? What does that mean? Historical Jesus, if there is something called historical Jesus, that means historian wrote about someone, his name is Jesus, and then because historian they wrote, they believe in someone exist. This is not how Christians are. We don't care what historians say. If they say the truth or they say the lie, we believe in Jesus, and his existence have nothing to do with the book of history. We don't take the name of Jesus from somebody. He is a historian. That is not the reason for us to be believers. We follow the gospel, not a book written by man. This man is a historian. And you know, remember always that history is written by agenda. As an example, if we read the history of Muslims, what the history of Muslims? That the Christians are bad, and you know, they are corrupt, they are drunk people, there is no good on them, and Islam is wonderful, and Muslim, they were decent, Muhammad, that was a holy man. This is history, this is their history. So do you take history from those books? Is that how you get your history? Always a history is written by the agenda of the person who is writing the history. If Hitler, he won the war, listen carefully, If Hitler, he won the war, do you think one historian will write against Hitler? Nobody will write against him. In fact, they will write how amazing he is. Why? Because he won. They are afraid. Correct? I mean, come on, he's Hitler. So what historian then will do, every one of them, he will start praising Hitler. But Hitler is a criminal. How they will praise him? Because he won. History is written always for the benefit of the winner, not for the loser. The one who win, he make history, not, he don't write history. He make. If you read the history of the Turkish, about the Turkish, and you read the history of the Armenian, speaking about the Turkish, what they did, do we see any match? No. How come? Someone is the victim, someone is the criminal. And the one who win in that territory, he write his own history. An historian, if he's an atheist, is he going to speak really of history? Secondly, a historian who was not exist in the time of Jesus, how he can speak of Jesus if he was not there? You might say, well, he collect evidence. There is a book, I forgot the name. They were talking about it, media, newspapers, TV stations, and then they found that the whole thing is a fraud. It's not real. But this book was examined by historian, by in laboratory for a long time, and they were agreeing it's true, it's authentic. So, you know, if you go in that field, you might get, mostly you will get lost, because we don't know who's writing and why he's writing and what is the agenda and how truthful it is. And even if a person is truthful when he writes history, if the evidence he based in his study on was, one of it was fabricated, the whole study is fabricated. But I will not learn about Hitler. You know, if you go and read about Hitler in the books written by Muslims, Hitler is a hero. The United Nations, the stupid American, they send donation or money to the Palestinian Authority. That's what they call them, authority, when they are, in fact, they are terrorists. They send them money, and what they do, they print with the money of donation, for sure, not all of it, some of it, the book of Hitler, and they publish it, and they print it, and they give it to every school. The book of Hitler is #1 sold book between the Palestinians, printed by your money. And they sell it, by the way. They don't even give it for free, mostly. So the band you are talking about who? If we ask now, if you try to write a book about Putin in Russia, who dare to say that Putin is a donkey now? Nobody. He will end in jail. But if Putin is gone, and then the Russian, they notice how stupid he was when he went in this war, then people will write books about him. But right now, those who witness Hitler, and Hitler is in the office, nobody will dare to speak against him. Anyway, somebody saying, can the country you came from dictate where you're coming from? My friend, I speak in all accent. I speak Egyptian, I speak Bedouin, I speak Saudi, I speak Bahraini. There is no accent you can catch me. I speak Lebanese, I speak Syrian, I speak all accent. Is it possible to have an authentic Arab culture with zero influence of Islam? First of all, there's nothing called Arab culture. You see, Islam destroy all culture. There's no culture. What culture? If there is culture is in the places where Islam is not exist. You will notice that somebody who live in Pakistan, what they are wearing, they dress like Arab, their names is like Arab, their hair is like the Arab, their food is after the Arab, their words is Arabic words. So what culture? There's nothing left. So Islam come with Islamization, as they call it, you know, like it killed the culture. There's a guy, he was proud about his inheritance as an Arab. Muhammad, he said to the Muslims, "Ahidduhu bihinni abi." Tell him, go and bite the penis of your father. Go and tell him to bite the penis of your father. So Islam is against you. You can only be proud about one thing, Hitler, Akram Muhammad. Anything else you are not allowed. Do you also follow sport? No, I don't follow sport because simply there's no sport. All the sport you see in TV is commercial. Those are not sport. Anything you see in TV is for business and money making. Do we agree? So when you see people playing football, they are not doing a sport. They are not. Those are professional people hired to play. They are not playing, they are hired. So they are doing full-time job. So this is not sport. Sport, when somebody do sport to like to be healthy physically, mentally, etc. Those people, they don't. Actually, those people, they drive the crowd. They poison them. This is why you see people beat each other, kill each other for the sake of football game. So this is not a sport, this is evil. All the action you see in TV under the name of a sport is nothing but pure evil. The purpose of it is money. There's no sport in the sport. And not only that, it's getting more funny. The French football team, there's no French in the French football team. The English football team, there is no English in the football team. Egyptian, Somalian, Kenya, Romania. I mean, where is the French team? Spanish team. I mean, there's no, look at this. This is what team is that? This is the Portuguese team. Look at this. Look at this joke. This is I just searched. This is the Portuguese team. Where is the Portuguese in the team? Since when the Portuguese are African? So how we call it Portuguese then? I mean, who is the stupid here? This is the Portuguese team. Portuguese are European. What happened? Let's count how many African. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. Okay, how many Portuguese? 4. I don't know. Here it says Portuguese. Ah, this is the French team. Oh, this is the French. I'm not expert. Sorry. So this is the French team. Okay, that's even more. This is the French. Sorry, I'm not. I don't watch this. You know. So I thought that because it says Portuguese, but yeah, it says France. So I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the French team. Look. This is the French team. What is the French team? Oh, yeah. There is the flag. I see the flag there. All right. Where is the German team? Where is the Brazil? I mean, maybe the only one have a Brazilian is the Brazil team. So Qatar team, even Qatar, they have a team. I mean, where is it? Don't let them fool you and or even follow them. They are just sucking your money, making money out of you. And they, you know, what about you use your time for something useful? You go do sport. Instead of watching TV, somebody doing sport, you do sport. What about you go and run? What about you increase your physical ability? Those are fake teams. There is no team in the team. Everybody coming from this country and that country, they pay them a lot of money. They become millionaires. And you are the one who stays a fool, spending your money for nothing. And not only that, and then you will see the news. What this guy name? Orlando girlfriend. Like, we are not done now, you see? So now we are with the guy and now his girlfriend. The mother-in-law of the girlfriend of Orlando, she said, like, I open every day the apps to, like, in the news to see. I mean, I see the most horrible, and I keep saying to Google, not interested in this news. And the stupid Google keeps sending me those news. The mother, the mother of the girlfriend of Orlando. Who is the heck of the Orlando? And why it's important to know what his girlfriend, she said, or her mother. What is my interest? What does have to do with me? Is that going to pay for my gas? What do you think about Muhammad Ali, who converted to Islam? You know, he is racist. And, you know, the Muslim, they fooled him. They told him that Islam, you know, give a place for the black people. So they fooled him. He's a victim of the ignorance. It's not his fault. You see, if you don't bring the truth, people will be deceived. So if this guy, Muhammad Ali, he once at that time, but you know, he's way older. So he was exist when I am, like, let us say he was young, like now, and he was saying to me, he will never convert to Islam. He will see Islam is a joke, and Islam is against black people. Are you coming with a new book? Yes, actually, I'm thinking to take like a few weeks off so I can finish my coming book, and then when it's ready, I will announce what the name will be. But I'm thinking to take like I will see when I will decide to take a few days off, a few weeks off, because you know, to focus and keep writing, it takes too much time and energy, and as long as I'm going live on air and etc., I will not be able to focus. Sport is something good, but this is not sport. This is a pure business. Do you know that the one who lose and the one who win, both they get paid? Even when they lose, by the way, they will still earn millions of dollars. Even when they lose. It's a pure business. And then you will notice later that even the one who own the team, they buy the team, either Russian or Arab, or from like Emirat, or from Kuwait, or from Saudi Arabia, or Russian mafia. So what kind of a sport you are supporting? You are not watching sport. Yeah, well, if I take a few weeks, that will make me be able to finish, you know. Otherwise, it's going to take forever, right? You know, I remember in certain time, it became so popular, like you open the TV in the early morning, you will find a bunch, there's a guy wearing very weird short, and there's a bunch of women wearing very weird sport clothes, if we can call it sport clothes. And women bending over and the camera zooming in their ass, and yet they call it sport. And those sports became so popular, but in reality, it is so sexual, have nothing to do with the sport. Like in the Middle East, every TV, they have the morning sport, and the men, they sit in the front of the TV and their mouth is open, and he look at those women in the TV and he look at his wife and he say, why in the heck my wife, she does not look like those. He said to her, why you don't do sport like them? Anyone remember? Every single TV in the morning, a bunch of women almost naked, a guy, he have like nice shape of a body, and all of them, they are doing weird stuff on TV. Very weird. And they call it sport. Good luck with that sport. It is pure sexual. Like, can't people do sport without wearing those clothes? Or, you know, go to the gym. Hold on. The gym today. Oh boy, I went once to the gym. Oh boy. And I said, what the heck is that? What happened in the gym? Are we really here coming to practice a sport? Or women coming to show their panty, and men, they are coming to show their penises? The gym is a different story now. Let us go to the gym. I'm not going to show you the crazy stuff you see in the gym, but you know what I'm saying? The gym, brother. This is the gym. I mean, look, we cannot do sport unless we wear those things, because this is the gym. I mean, you do in the gym what you do in the gym. Hello? Or yoga class in the gym. Hold on. The yoga class in the gym is different level too. Yoga. I'm going to change my career and I will start teaching yoga in the gym. Okay? And you know, it's not like a private room where women, they are like nobody see them, and the one who's teaching them is a guy. Well, I mean, okay. Maybe we are coming from the old days, from like the cave time. Right? Yeah. This is the gym. What do you think? Khabib, Nurmag, UFC. Who care about those stuff? I mean, those are stupid. You know, when I was in the army, there was a guy, he have, I don't know, he was a UFC something fighter, etc. And they made him a trainer for us, for like martial art. And then there was a kid, this guy, he came to teach him how to fight, and then the kid, he put him in the floor underneath of him in 2 seconds. So my friend, this is always a business and always a fraud. and always they try to make you excited. I never watched those stuff. Those fighters are not really even fighters. Let us see if the real fight in the street, what they would do. This is where the fight will happen. Any fight happen and the rules in the stage is not a fight. But anyway, I mean, what this would do, I mean, even if you are the best fighter in the world, those doesn't save you. A little kid with little gun can take, do you know what, have you ever heard of somebody, his name is David? Anyone remember the story of David, guys? Who remember the story of David? Did David win the fight with someone is maybe 3 times bigger than him as size? Professional fighter, criminal killer? Yeah, people do not know. So who care about your size and even your skills of fighting? Today is the era of weapon, and who care? All this garbage doesn't count. Little kid can take a big bear. Yeah, a little rock, you know, it's a rock. It's not even, you know, like he take the giant. The giant who can smash him. If he hit him one hit, he can, you know, turn him a dust. Have you ever thought to talk to with Father Butros in your channel? Well, my friend, I respect Father Butros, really. He is a brave man. I respect him. But I'm a person, I don't do the kind of interview, you know what I mean? I don't do those things. All people know I don't like them. You know, nothing. I mean, he is really. I respect him a lot because he is better than all those fake. They call themselves a priest. You know, he is a unique person, and I respect him highly. But I don't do those interview stuff. Everybody knows. But if you see him, tell him, Christian Prince, say hello, and he really admire you. All right? If you know him in person, tell him a Christian Prince says hello to you. God bless you. For some reason, I don't find a reason for me to join any others because I can do perfect work by myself. And a second, I have somebody else with me. Like, I'm the kind who don't like to have anyone with me in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Because I'm afraid they might burn my food. Even if they are good in cooking too. Yeah, I like to do my work by my own, and people, they like my style, you know? Don't you? I'm a very natural person. I don't copy what other people do. I have my unique way. I speak a language some Christians don't dare to speak. They are afraid even to speak. I'm very natural. I say things, I believe in it. I don't sugarcoat things. I can go against what you're saying, even if you are a friend of mine for a century, because what we do here is about God, it's not about friendship. So if you say something wrong, I will be against you. I take no side. I say the positive, I say the negative, I make fun of myself, and I make fun of others. But that does not make me bully. Because I make fun of myself, right? So I like to be me, not someone else. When Christians, they do their work as a Christians, they try to make themselves like look in a certain image. Like when I go to a church to speak, to do a seminar, you will see the Christians in this church, they try to introduce me. They say today, our brother is different from the one like the normal style, you know, like they have to make a big introduction because they're afraid that people are not used to hear such a way of talking. You know, why? Because Christians, they became too much politically correct. Nobody want to say things. Nobody want to say the word naked. When all of us we say it, why we cannot say it in public? Why we don't say the word penis? If we have to, we have to. So I want to talk about Muhammad Awani. I have to say the word penis because this religion, all of it is about penis. But you will notice Christians when they speak, they avoid using such a language because simply it's not suitable to say it. But I find by not saying it, you are covering a lot of dirt of Muhammad for the benefit of who? Right? Just because you are a Christian, you cannot use such a language. Well, we have to be truthful, and we have to be bold about it, as it is. You know? Any other question? So anyway, if you know Father Zakaria, I say to him, hello from Christian friends. I'm sure you knew me. I mean, he heard of me. Can translate the Quran so we can get biased published translation. Yeah, I'm working in that direction. There's many books I'm working at the same time. Too much work. And actually, I'm waiting for what it's called the Black Friday to purchase a screen, like a little screen. So I will put it in my other room. That is, it's more comfortable from having like the whole computer. So like it's an easy way for me to write. But I'm waiting for the prices to go down. I hope I can. I think Black Friday is next week, something like that. So I hope I will find something good. Uh, 228. Please explain to me. What do you mean 228? You mean the Quran 228? Is that what you are saying? You want Quran 228? Yeah, well, the Quran is a stupid book as usual. So when the Quran speaks about that you were dead and then Allah, He made you alive, and then He made you die and He made you alive. They come with many explanations. They say, as an example, Muhammad, he said, there's two deaths. There's death when you sleep, and there's death when you are a real death. And they say, like, you were a sperm, and then He made you alive. And you were in the darkness of your mother belly. So they become all excuses. But if you think about it, if you read it, it's stupid. It doesn't make any sense. How can he reject faith in Allah, seeing that you were without life, and then He gave you life? But the fact, it doesn't say that. It says you were dead, not without life. So here is going to try to backtape the stupidity. Because if I was without life, that doesn't mean I was dead, because at that time I wasn't exist. So in order to cover it, the stupidity, because that doesn't make sense. They start, but the whole thing doesn't make sense. How I was dead before You give me life first? Shouldn't You give me life first and then I would die? Stupid. So nothing I can say to you, my friend, except it's just another stupid verse of Muhammad. None of it make any sense, because I will not die unless I was alive first. And the translation is false. It says you were without life, when in Arabic it says kuntum amwatan. You were dead, not without life. What without life? If we have no life, we will not exist. We will exist after we have a life. Do the Quran speak ill of Jesus, Isa? Well, the Quran, simply the whole purpose of the Quran is to make you believe that Isa, okay, Jesus supposedly, is nothing. He did nothing. He saved nobody, and he is nobody. So obviously the devil, he wants you to follow Muhammad and to forget about Christ. Christian Prince, can you briefly explain how all ulama, which mean scholars, through Imam Hanifa and the vast majority of the Abdul follow Hanafi fiqh? Well, nobody can throw him under the bus. Those only in YouTube. Those, you know, those things in YouTube, they everybody throw everybody in the bus. You know, like Mimi Hijab, Allah have legs, have you know. He say who said so? He throw his prophet in the bus, but in reality, they cannot. Lot daughters, Simon saying, slept with him and bore him kids. Through that lineage came David and then Jesus. Does that make Jesus not a clean lineage? First off, my friend, Jesus is not from the lineage of anyone, for Jesus is Son of God, not the Son of Man. This is number one. Number two, if I go with your logic, Adam sons, they have sex with their sisters. So that means all of us, we are not from a clean lineage. Number three, if your grandmother, she was a whore, I'm not insulting you. If your grandmother, she was a whore, and she gave birth, let us say your grandmother, you know, like not your mother, like, you know, far. And then she gave birth to grandfather. And then grandfather, he gave birth to your, what is your fault? So, you know, we have to be logical. The Jews, they avoid having somebody having a bad lineage. But in the case of Lot, he did not have sex with his daughters. It was the daughters who made their father drunk, and he was not aware, and they slept with him. For the purpose of having children, not the purpose of having sex. They thought there is no man is going to see them anymore, and they were worried about their future. So there is a story of somebody doing fornication and lust and incest, and somebody is doing something for the sake of, let us say, surviving. But in a way, anyway, the Bible is not defending those girls, but it's not really what exactly happened. It's not because they want to have sex with their father, and the father himself, he did not have sex with his daughters. He was not aware. He was drunk. And about Jesus, Jesus is not from the lineage of David. Jesus, he asked, like even the Bible says, like from the son of David, but this is by birth. But in reality, Jesus is a son of no man. Isn't it Jesus, he said to the Jews, what say ye of Christ? Son of who he is? You know, what do you say of him? They said the son of David. He is the son of David. He said to them, well, if he is a son of David, then how David called him Lord God in his spirit? Correct? This is the answer of Jesus coming to you from Jesus' mouth. How David called him Lord if he is a son of David. So Jesus himself, he is saying, well, you know what? I'm not really the son of David, even though by birth, I mean, as a tribal, by birth, you know, is from David. But in reality, he is not. He is son of God. He exists before David. Isn't it Jesus said, before Abraham I am? So who is more before, David or Abraham? Before Abraham I am. They said to him in John 8, if you read from verse number 52, the Jews were saying to him, now we know that a demon is in you. Abraham is dead, and the prophets, and you are saying, whoever keeps my words shall never taste death? Are you greater than our father Abraham, who died, and the prophets who have died? Who you are making yourself? Yeshua, he answered them, said, if I glorify myself, my glory is nothing. It is my Father who glorify me. He of whom you say he is your God. And you do not know him, but I know him. And if I had said that I did not know him, I myself would be a liar like him, like you. But you do, but I do know him, and I keep his words. Abraham, your father, desired to see my day, and he saw it, and he rejoiced. The Jews, they were saying to him, you are not yet 50 years old, and like yet you have seen Abraham? Yeshua said, timeless truth I speak to you. Before Abraham, I am the living God. So my friend, Jesus have nothing to do with David. Jesus is the God of David. He is not the son of David. And you know, if you are, if somebody is a son of like, you know, I know that in the Old Testament, a priest, if he his lineage have any fornication, so is not qualified to be a priest, etc. But in the case of Jesus, my friend, he is born of a virgin. Not only he have nothing to do with the lineage. This is why he is born of a virgin. Did you ask yourself, what the story in Christianity makes sense only in Christianity, that Jesus is born of a virgin? But born of a virgin in Islam doesn't make sense, because what the purpose? There's no purpose, there's no point. Can't you be a prophet and you are born of a normal like everybody? Why Muhammad is not born of a virgin? Why Abraham? Why David? Why Moses? Why all the prophets? Why only Jesus? There's a reason. This is the Aramaic translation, which I believe it's way more accurate than other translations. Son of David is, you know, because if you are by birth, you know, by birth you are from, okay, from David. But Jesus, before Abraham, he is. Same time, if somebody commits sin 2,000 years ago, you don't say that the sin is following you. Let us say somebody commits sin. If there is any person in the world that did not commit sin, if there is one person in this earth that did not commit sin, nobody, right? So the logic is awkward, is not right. Do you think that none of us, his grandfather or grand, somebody in his bloodline, like, you know, somewhere, somehow, did not do, sleep around, have something wrong, you know? Is that possible? It's impossible. But do you think really all your grandfather, they are decent saints? Is David himself was even not a sinner? David or Solomon, they are sinners. So you do not need to go all the way to Lot to find sin. Jesus has DNA 23. See, we don't have time for your chromosome. Just take your chromosome and leave. Uh, what do you think about this new young rabbi? I don't know, is he? You think about it. I'm not worried about a new young rabbi. This is the last thing for me to think about. If we have time to think, we should think about God, about me, about you, about a rabbi, young rabbi. Think of your salvation, not of a genius, as you claim to call him genius. You know, somebody is a smart or a genius. That's me, you're stupid. When you see somebody as a genius, I'm just saying reality. If I say now that this guy is a genius, and I'm saying genius compared to who? If I'm saying compared to me, that I'm saying I'm stupid compared to him. Very simple. Otherwise, there's not such a thing. Everything is about compared to who. Like when we say white, bright white, bone white, sugar white, snow white, it's just compared between all kind of white. Gray, black, you know, etc. like colors. So we are comparing. The second you say genius, it's mean you admit that this guy is the smartest between the stupid. There's a bunch of stupid, and he is the smartest between the stupid too. But he is smarter than all that stupid. And this is the truth about humanity. Human is so stupid. So when you see someone is way smarter than him, he call him genius. But doesn't mean that this genius is smart. He's still stupid, but he is the smartest between the stupid. I know you will not like my answer, but this is how I see it. You know, like, you know, this guy is a guru. He is smart, but smart compared to who? Compared to the audience. The audience is stupid because he's not sharing something truthful. He's just playing with the words, and he tickled their brain. You know, he tickled their feeling. He played with their emotion, so they enjoy it. But in reality, he gave nothing. Like you, if you watch this guru, before you enter his speech and after, nothing changed. You learn nothing. It's just words, playing with words. Philosophy, empty meaning. There's nothing real about, you know, the power inside you and the yoga and feeling nature and the aroma, you know, what. Okay, after we finish all this listening, what we learn? Nothing. And not only that, did you become a philosopher? Let's say you are listening to somebody, he's highly a philosopher, he's a philosopher. Listening to philosopher, does the philosopher made you a philosopher too? If not, so what you learned? What exactly he did to you? I wish I can play for you some of his videos to see how he play with words, but he is saying nothing. You watch, you listen for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, you heard nothing, you learn nothing. Like when you hear a guru about why you should not eat meat, and then he say to you, because we need to save life. Oh, good philosophy. Do you kill cockroaches? Yeah, sure. What the heck? Your philosophy is destroyed. Why you want to kill a cockroach? I thought you want to save life. Do you kill a fly? If there is a bird is dying and he need to eat some flies and insect to survive, Are you willing to sacrifice some flies to save the bird? This is their philosophy, is stupid. When the cow is eating grass, is it possible that in the grass there is, what they call them, those things they creep on the, you know, what they call them? I forgot the name in English. You know, do the cow eat those little insect inside the cabbage or the grass? Or yeah, they do. So even the cow is criminal. Our mother, the cow, you know, what the philosophy is that? So your philosophy is against you. You speak big words, but in reality they are empty. Do you walk in the street? Yes, we walk in the street. Is it possible that when you are walking you step over an ant and you crush the ant? Do you have an army? Is it okay to have an army? Yes, we have an army. Do you have a God? His name is the God of war. Yes, we have a God of war. So how you are against killing life, yet you go and you have a God of war? Their philosophy is just empty philosophy, is meaningless. But if you are like one of those, especially those hippie, they come from Europe, they wear those white pants, and they have tons of rings in their face, and you know, they did not wash their hair for a century, and then they sit in front of the guru, you know, and those are the stupid ones of Europe. The best example of them, if you watch the movie, it's called The Love Guru. Anyone did watch this movie? Is the best example of the stupid European following so-called guru. Anything he say, wow. Actors, they worship them, you know. And what the guru speak, he speak about your sex and how good you are in bed, and he give you advice about how to sleep with your wives, and you know, and the books of Hindus is teaching you that a man is okay for him to cheat, but a woman, she should be decent to her husband. What kind of religion this religion is? The love guru. And those Europeans, they come and they open their mouth. Wow. What do you say about Islam focusing on changing famous people to Islam? It's just for the sake of propaganda to use them. Nothing changed. And famous people like who? None of them is good. Like a pimp, an actress. Yeah, good for them. Yeah, the love guru. You know, the devil, he come to you and from different doors, different way, and he change his color, his skin, his language, depend where you are, who you are, what you are looking for. So if you are a person who think that you want to be religious, you want to be decent, he come to you from the door of religion, like Jehovah's Witnesses, you know, Mormonism, Islam, etc. If you are a person into sex, you know, you are desperate for sex, you think life is about sex, then he will come to you from the door of sex, like Islam promise you a lot of women, you know. If you are about money, about power, Islam provide you that too. They gang with each other. So always Satan, he will find his way, you know, depend who you are, what you are looking for. Satan is like a guy who owns a supermarket. He have everything in his shelf except decency. Is Surah 19 verse number 33 is a good proof that Jesus died? Well, you know, the Quran again is a stupid book, and the Muslim, they will play games and they will give you different meaning for what you are saying. But yes, the verse is so clear, you know, because it's, you know, the Quran says, Mutawaffika wa rafi'uka ilay, I cause your death and then I will take you. The Muslim, then they will explain, they say, oh, he made him sleep. Some Muslim, they say, no, he caused him to die. So yeah, you know, Islam is stupid again, but we don't care if the Quran says so or not. But I understand your point. You're trying to prove to the Muslims. That's good. You know, always a foolish scam leader. He is smart if he is his customers or his listeners or his followers are a bunch of fool. You know, I remember once, you guys, do you remember once I made a video about this currency, the virtual currency?